Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Page number 157 and 158. Vedas, Sound and Creation, continued. What can go wrong when the pronunciation goes awry in amply brought out by a story in Taittiriya Samhita in Veda itself? There was a carpenter by the name of Tvashta. He wanted to get a son who could get powerful enough to destroy the Indra. Due to an unintended error in pronunciation, his prayer had totally opposite the effect of his wife begetting a son who could be destroyed by Indra. So that this is what happened. You might have noticed that a slight deviation in tuning the wavelength could mean an entirely different radio station or simply no noise. Similarly, Veda's correct effect is depending upon correct pronunciation. That is why the fine tuning of the student was done by the Guru by repeated attentive hearing. These were reasons why learning and practice of Vedas was not reduced to writing and reading. What is known as Shruti or heard in Sanskrit came to referred as Veda Kilavi or unwritten text in Tamil. There was one more reason why Vedas are referred as Shruti in Sanskrit. These sacred sounds that are not heard by the common man was first heard by the rishis. They did not hear about them from anyone else. They did not read about them. Since they first heard them first, it is the rightness of things that the Vedas are called the Shrutis. Those rishis were the first to hear and see the Vedas. Seer in Tamil can be translated as Parpan, which is a name for the Brahmin caste. Okay, now the question arises as to whether they originally saw or heard the Vedas. They saw it. Then what language was it written in? These things are supposed to have happened much before the scripts such as Devanagari or Grantham or Brahmi could have been evolved. The answer to all these questions is that it is not just simply seeing or hearing, but a matter of perception. Why they were much beyond the physical awareness level, their ears may not have been heard anything, their eyes may not have seen anything, but in a flash they have the inner revelation. When we talk about someone who had first had much experience, what they say that he has seen much of life, don't we? To be able to do this hearing and seeing, evidently the rishis had risen much above the humdrum, originally levels of existence. Arjuna wanted to see the Vishwarupa of Sri Krishna. Arjuna could have seen him with his normal eyes. At that time, Krishna Paramatma gave him a holistic vision. Divyam dadami te chakshushu. Refer to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, sloka 8. So the rishis, as mantra drashtas, evidently had a divine vision and hearing capabilities. It is not that Vedas are purely beneficial for the life in the world only, but they are mantras of infinitely immense value. As a man diligently retraces his way back home, he can go back to his very source of existence. Similarly, we can all return to our source through the Vedas. As we keep going back to our origin of how we came into this being, it will effectively take us back to the spring of our very being. Mahavakyas, 4 in numbers, one each from each Veda, the Pranavam, and the mantras such as Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Tirma Amritam Gamaya, are all such mantras. I came to say all this to underline the fact that Vedas had not been written by anyone. They were not the works of the rishis. Paramatma himself did not sit down and write the Vedas on any paper or palm leaf. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Rama 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 Rama.